Yes, it is going on YouTube, Imam sir. Imam sir, it is going on YouTube.
Yeah.
Okay, brothers, sisters, thanks a lot for joining us today to another Iftar transmission from His Muslim Center. Alhamdulillah, we have a usual program, usual format. We have a guest speaker as well, inshallah, today. He's going to share his knowledge, his wisdom with us. And he's somebody who specializes, especially in youth, especially in children. And this is something he's been doing for the last many years. And he attracted a lot of youngsters who follow him on the social media. So he's going to come and inshallah joins his talk with us today. So before we start the program, I would like to ask Imam Arkam Sab to read the Quran, read the recitation, inshallah, and then we will continue. Imam Sab, over to you.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم إن الذين يكتمون ما أنزلنا من البينات والهدى من بعد ما بيناه للناس في الكتاب أولئك يلعنهم الله ويلعنهم اللاعنون إلا الذين تابوا وأصلحوا وبينوا فأولئك أتوب عليهم وأنا التواب الرحيم إن الذين كفروا وماتوا وهم كفار أولئك عليهم لعنة الله والملائكة والناس أجمعين خالدين فيها لا يخفف عنهم العذاب ولا هم ينظرون وإلهكم إله واحد لا إله إلا هو الرحمن الرحيم صدق الله العظيم.
Sadaqallahu al-Azim, Jazakallah khair, Maulana. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give you the reward for this world and hereafter, inshallah. Brother, sister, inshallah, we will move on. And before I make some announcement, I've got a very special person. I love him so much because he's somebody who started in our madrasa as a student, and alhamdulillah, he developed so much. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protect him, bless him. And when you look at him, when you listen to him, please say mashallah and make lots of dua for him as well, because inshallah, we hope to see him, alhamdulillah, inshallah, leading as an imam in our masjid, leading as a khatib, leading as a scholar, inshallah, in coming years. He is currently a student in Darul Uloom in Blackburn, and mashallah, very humble, very nice person. So without any further delay, Brother Saqib, inshallah, if you can share what you got today, inshallah. Over to you, Saqib.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم نحمده ونصلي ونسلم على رسول الكريم أما بعد قال الله تبارك وتعالى في القرآن المجيد بعد أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل إن كنتم تحبون الله فاتبعوني يحببكم الله ويغفر لكم ذنوبكم والله غفور رحيم صدق الله العظيم. Respected viewers, respected listeners, brothers and sisters, first and foremost, I'd like to start off with the greetings of Islam, the greetings of my and your Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I mentioned an ayat, my respected brothers, that speaks volumes. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, he says to Nabi Kareem sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, that say, that if you truly love Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, do my ittiba', follow me, make me the matbu'. وَيَغْفِرْ لَكُمْ ذُنُوبَكُمْ. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will love you and he will forgive your sins. Verily Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the most forgiving, most merciful. What do we learn from this? That if you truly want to love Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, then you have to follow the teachings of Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. And this is my message today is for the youngsters. But make your role model no one else except Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Today we make Ronaldo our role model, we make Bill Gates our role model, we make Floyd Mayweather the role model. But respected brothers and elders, when the role model was given to us by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, someone for us to get Miftahul Jannah, to get the keys of Jannah, this was someone who was, volumes speak about his characteristics, his vernacular, his way of speaking, his way of living. This was Nabi sallallahu alayhi wasallam. For this reason, youngsters, we have to make this our role model. This being, this individual that came as a mercy to mankind, that came as a guide to mankind. He was a hadi for us. When a person, when a person, he doesn't have his instruction manual, if he buys some sort of, bike or some sort of table, if he doesn't have the instruction guide, then he won't be able to do it. He won't be able to, he'll try some sort of, he'll try his best, but at the end of the day, he won't be able to assemble that table, assemble that bike, because he hasn't got his guide. He's not following his guide. He's not following the instruction guide. Respected brothers, the same way is for us. If we're not going to follow our guide, where are we going to go? This Nabi sallallahu alayhi wasallam was given to us as a guide. Why are we not following him? Make him your role model. Make him your example. Youngsters, you want to know the best of business? Look at the life of Nabi sallallahu alayhi wasallam. Youngsters, you want to know the best of people? Look at the life of Nabi sallallahu alayhi wasallam. We have to love him, just like the Sahaba radiallahu anhum ajma'in. They became successful. But Allah Ta'ala, He said, radiyallahu anhum wa radu an. Allah is pleased with them and they are pleased with Allah. How did they become like this? Because they followed Nabi sallallahu alayhi wasallam. For this reason, respected youngsters, respected viewers and listeners, please make your role model Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Nabi sallallahu alayhi wasallam, and gain the pleasure of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Wa akhir da'wana alhamdulillahi rabbil alameen. Wassalamu alaykum wa rahmatullah.
MashaAllah, MashaAllah, Saqib, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protect you. And MashaAllah, inshallah, we hope, we pray, inshallah, in coming years, you're going to lead, alhamdulillah, the community, you're going to lead by example, inshallah, and many more youngsters, inshallah, they will follow you in our local community. Jazakallah today. Okay, brother, sister, I'm just going to quickly share my screen with you. Okay, you can see my screen. So today our guest speaker is Dr. Deen. I know brother for a long time, alhamdulillah. I've been following him on YouTube, social media. The brother is doing amazing work. What is special about this brother? He speaks the language which youth understand. Me and you, some of you, the parents, we came from different countries, different backgrounds. When we speak to our children, alhamdulillah, sometimes they listen, sometimes the words we say, we don't speak their language on their level. So this brother is, mashallah, someone very special. He worked very hard. He developed a lot of things, alhamdulillah, for the youngster. He did a lot of events. He's a motivational, inspirational speaker and doing amazing job. So make a lot of du'as for him as well. So inshallah, you have 5 minutes. I'm going to invite him around 8:05. So everybody who is on the call today, you receive the message. I would like you to forward this message to 5 people yes. In your contact list. Now, so I want more and more youngsters to youth to join our session today. So you have next 5, 6, 7 minutes. Everybody, do me a favor. Anybody who have children, have youth in their home, send them a message and ask them to join this session. We can accommodate more than 500 people on this call. So we have a capacity. Don't worry about it. So inshallah, I'm going to call him in 5, 6 minutes time. So next person, inshallah, I'm going to invite our Imam Sahib to give our daily Urdu message, inshallah. So Imam Sahib, over to you. Urdu में आप अपना message start कर सकते हैं. Jazakallah.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Abi Musa al-Ash'ari radiyallahu anhu قال قال النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم إذا مرض العبد أو سافر كتب له مثل ما كان يعمل مقيما صحيحا. رواه البخاري. Hazrat Abu Musa al-Ash'ari radiyallahu ta'ala anhu फरमाते हैं कि रसूलुल्लाह सल्लल्लाहु अलैहि वसल्लम ने इरशाद फरमाया कि जब कोई बंदा बीमार होता है या सफ़र की हालत में होता है तो जो इबादत और नेक आमाल सेहत की हालत में या इकामत की हालत में किया करता था, जब बीमारी या सफ़र की वजह से वो छूट जाते हैं तो अल्लाह ताला वो सारे आमाल उसके नामाए आमाल में लिख देते हैं। बावजूद है कि वो बीमारी या सफ़र की वजह से वो आमाल नहीं कर पा रहा है, اس لیے اگر وہ تندرست ہوتا یا اپنے گھر میں ہوتا تو یہ اعمال ضرور کرتا۔ یہ حدیث ہمیں تسلی دیتی ہے معذوروں کو لیے، اور وہ جو مجبور ہے ان کے لیے یہ حدیث جو ہے تسلی دیتی ہے کہ معمولات چھوٹ رہے ہیں کسی وجہ سے، معذور کی وجہ سے، کسی عذر کی وجہ سے، یا کسی مجبوری کی وجہ سے۔ آج آپ سارے حضرات کے سامنے ہماری یہ مجبوری ہے، سب کو پتہ ہے کہ ہم مسجد نہیں جا سکتے، تراویح نہیں پڑھ سکتے، مسجد میں وہ قرآن نہیں پڑھ سکتے، تراویح کے اندر قرآن نہیں سن سکتے ہیں۔ تو اب یہ ذہن میں یہ بات تھی کہ اتنا بڑا مجمع جو ہے ہم سے چھوٹ رہا ہے، اتنی بڑی جماعت ہم سے چھوٹ رہی ہے، پتہ نہیں ہمارا رمضان کا کیا ہوگا۔ اب حدیث میں آتا ہے، اللہ کے رسول صلی اللہ علیہ وسلم فرماتے ہیں کہ گھبرانے کی کوئی ضرورت نہیں ہے۔ آپ نے جو صحت کی حالت میں جو بغیر مجبوری کے جو سارے اعمال کیے تھے، ابھی مجبوری کی وجہ سے آپ نہیں کر پا رہے ہیں، مجبوری کی وجہ سے آپ مسجد نہیں جا پا رہے ہیں، مجبوری کی وجہ سے آپ جمعہ نہیں پڑھ پا رہے ہیں جماعت کے ساتھ، مجبوری کی وجہ سے آپ تراویح مسجد کے اندر نہیں پڑھ سکتے ہیں، مجبوری کی وجہ سے آپ قرآن نہیں سن سکتے ہیں، تو یہ سارا ثواب اللہ رب العزت آپ کو بغیر کیے دے دے گا۔ کیوں؟ اس وجہ سے کہ اگر مجبوری نہ ہوتی تو میں مسجد میں جاتا، تراویح پڑھتا، مجبوری نہ ہوتی میں مسجد میں جاتا، میں جمعہ پڑھتا۔ تو اس لیے گھبرانے کی ضرورت نہیں ہے، اللہ رب العزت ہمیں بغیر کیے بھی اللہ رب العزت ہمیں ثواب عنایت فرما دے گا۔ دوسری چیز کہ بعض مرتبہ یہ ہوتا ہے کہ ہمیں تکلیف ہوتی ہے، جب کوئی بیمار ہوتا ہے تو نماز صحیح کھڑے ہو کر نہیں پڑھ سکتا ہے، تو اس کو تکلیف ہوتی ہے کہ میں کھڑے ہو کر نہیں پڑھ سکتا ہوں، دل تھوڑا کافی پریشان ہو جاتا ہے۔ تو اللہ رب العزت، ہمارے نبی صلی اللہ علیہ وسلم یہاں فرماتے ہیں کہ گھبرانے کی کوئی ضرورت نہیں ہے، آپ بیٹھ کر نماز پڑھ رہے ہیں، آپ کو اللہ رب العزت وہی نماز کا ثواب دے گا جو کھڑے ہو کر نماز پڑھتے تھے آپ صحت کی حالت میں۔ لیکن نماز کے چھوڑنے کی اجازت نہیں، نماز کی چھوڑنے کی اجازت نہیں، جیسے ہی وہ بتایا کہ حدیث میں ہے کہ صحت کے اندر جو کرتا تھا بغیر صحت کے چھوٹ جاتی ہے، تو نماز تو چھوڑنے کی اجازت ہے ہی نہیں۔ نماز چاہے وہ حضر میں ہو، صحت میں ہو، بیماری میں ہو، نماز نہیں چھوڑ سکتا ہے۔ اگر آدمی کھڑے ہو کر نماز نہیں پڑھ سکتا ہے تو شریعت نے اجازت دی ہے کہ وہ بیٹھ کر نماز پڑھے، بیٹھ کر اگر نہیں پڑھ سکتا ہے تو لیٹ کر پڑھے، لیٹ کر نہیں پڑھ سکتا ہے تو اشارے کے ساتھ نماز پڑھے، اور اگر وہ وضو نہیں کر سکتا ہے تو تیمم کرے، اگر اس کے بدن پہ ناپاکی لگ گئی ہے تو دھونا ضروری ہے، لیکن اگر پانی نہیں ہے اور کسی وجہ سے وہ دھو نہیں سکتا ہے تو بغیر ناپاکی کے دھوئے، یعنی ناپاکی کے ساتھ ہی وہ نماز پڑھ لے، اس کی نماز ہو جائے گی، اللہ رب العزت اس کو پورا ثواب عطا کرے گا۔ دین بہت آسان ہے، الدین یسر، اللہ رب العزت نے ہمیں دین بہت آسان پیش کیا ہے، ہم ہی اپنے اوپر مشقت ڈالتے ہیں۔ حدیث میں آتا ہے اللہ کے رسول صلی اللہ علیہ وسلم کو جب یعنی دو معاملات پیش آتے ہیں، یعنی ایک مشکل ہوتا یا ایک آسانی والا ہوتا، تو ہمارے نبی صلی اللہ علیہ وسلم آسانی والا معاملہ اختیار کرتے۔ حدیث میں آتا ہے کہ رسول اللہ صلی اللہ علیہ وسلم ما خیر رسول اللہ صلی اللہ علیہ وسلم بین امرین قط الا اخذ ایسرہما، جب حضور صلی اللہ علیہ وسلم کو دو چیزوں کے درمیان میں اختیار دیا جاتا تو آپ ان میں سے آسان تر کو اختیار فرماتے۔ تو یہ آسان تر اس وجہ سے نہیں تھا کہ ہمارے نبی صلی اللہ علیہ وسلم یعنی آسانی اختیار کرنا چاہتے تھے، راحت اور آرام چاہتے تھے، یہ اس وجہ سے نہیں تھا، بلکہ یہ امت کے لیے سبق ہے کہ اگر دو چیزیں آپ لوگوں کے سامنے ہو تو آسانی اختیار کی جائے، دین اسی کا نام ہے۔ آج ہمارے سامنے اگر دو چیزیں ہوتی ہے تو ہم مشقت والا تلاش کرتے ہیں، اس وجہ سے ہمارے ذہنوں میں یہ ہے کہ ہم مشقت اٹھائیں گے تو ہمیں ثواب زیادہ ملے گا۔ سنت یہ نہیں ہے، سنت سرکار دو عالم صلی اللہ علیہ وسلم کی یہ ہے کہ اگر دو معاملات آپ کے سامنے پیش آئے تو آسانی والا معاملہ اختیار کرو۔ سرکار دو عالم صلی اللہ علیہ وسلم یہی فرماتے تھے اور یہی عمل کرتے تھے۔ اللہ رب العزت ہم سب کو عمل کرنے کی توفیق عطا فرمائے، آمین، وآخر دعوانا ان الحمد للہ رب العالمین۔
جزاک اللہ مولانا، اللہ تعالیٰ آپ کو جزائے خیر دے۔ वो एवरीडे इंसान कुछ नया सीखता है. मेरे लिए भी नई बात है. हम समझते हैं कि जिस काम में मुशक्कत ज्यादा होती है उसका सवाब ज्यादा है, लेकिन आपकी बात बड़ी अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह आपने जो बताई कि जो काम आप जो काम कर रहे हैं अगर उसमें आसानी वाला मामला है दीन के मामले में तो उसको इख्तियार किया जाए. जज़ाकल्लाह, अल्लाह ताला आपको जज़ाए खैर दे. Okay, brothers, sisters, inshallah, we move on to our next speaker. The next speaker I have, he's, as I said earlier, he's mashallah, very, very special person. I have a lot of respect for him. Why? Because what he is doing, not many other inspirational speaker are doing. He's somebody who's doing something very, very special, specifically for the youth. And he is addressing some of the real problems in the community, some of the real issues which parents and even our mosque imams hesitant to talk. So he's not going to discuss all those things today, but he is somebody who speaks the language of you. So without any further delay, I would like to invite our next speaker, brother Dr. Deen. Dr. Deen, you have 25 minutes, inshallah, if you can hand me back over at 2025. Jazakallah khair.
Assalamu alaikum, bismillah, walhamdulillah, wa salatu wa salam ala rasulillah, rabbi shrah li sadri, yassir li amri, wahlul 'uqdatan min lisani yafqahu qawli. Assalamu alaikum, how many people here? 30, mashallah, wow, amazing. Right, great.
Brother, we have 30 plus watching on YouTube as well.
Oh, okay, we have on YouTube. Okay, I'm going to be really, Brother Ziad, thank you for the introduction, you were very kind. Everything I just heard, the beautiful talks I just heard now, that everything we said applies to 5% of the youth. 95% of the youth not interested in anything anybody here just said. It's too religious, it's too pious. I'm going to show you what's going on because we are in a crisis, but I'm going to tell you in Ramadan what the crisis is because we're completely unaware. I get text messages all day long from the youth, from the parents. Everyone is crying for help. While we have this aura of, spirituality, it's all beautiful. Let me give you one example. I'm a lecturer and I also visit schools. I go into schools, I go to colleges, go to universities, and outside of the pandemic, you'll go into any canteen in any school in Britain at lunchtime in Ramadan, Muslim kids are eating. Do the parents know that? They haven't got a clue. There is a complete double life going on. And I've been talking about it for years. I delivered at the MCB, Muslim Council of Britain. And what the reason is, when we say love Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, the youth say, why? Why should I love him? I don't know him. You never told me how great he was. Why is he the greatest man? Why did he marry Aisha radiallahu anha? They don't have answers. They have no answers to their questions. So I'm going to show you something now. While we are praying, mashallah, I get calls from up north. I work with youth workers all over the country. I had a call from a youth worker in Manchester today. He said, crime up north as well and down here. Crime goes up in Ramadan. More Muslim youth go to prison in Ramadan than the rest of the year. Does anybody know why? Can you type in why? Can anybody type in the chat? Why do you think more Muslim youth go to prison in Ramadan, in the holy month when we're all praying, growing our beards? Why do you think that is? Can anybody guess? The reason, I'll tell you, is anybody responding? You can chat. I think, Brother Zia, can they interact with me?
But what I'm going to do, I'm going to open up.
If you can open up, I just like to get
okay, brother, so what you can do, you are muted by default and you can't unmute, but I'm going to change this now. If you need to speak, please unmute yourself, say, and then mute yourself, please.
Yeah.
Jazakallah, I'm going to open it now. Give me a minute.
Yeah.
So
okay.
now you can unmute yourself if you need to say something.
If you want to say something, please keep it open. I'd love to keep it open. I'm going to tell you why. When the fathers in a normal Ramadan are praying, the youth are getting into crime and drug dealing. The price of cocaine, drugs. I know you don't want to hear this, you want to hear all the nice stuff, but Salih alayhi salam, as a prophet, used to go in the bazaar, in the market, to talk to people. He didn't sit in the masjid. We have to understand this generation, we're losing them completely. Every home there's a problem. Now, why does the price of cocaine and heroin go up and drugs go up? Because some of the kids, they're pious enough to stop drug dealing, in Ramadan, so the price goes up because there's still a demand and there's less supply. These are the halat of our children that nobody cares about. Right now, if you go on this app, TikTok, you heard of TikTok? Type in Ramadan. You do it yourself, don't believe me. And look what Muslim youth are doing in Ramadan. Dancing. The only relationship they have with Ramadan is samosa, pakora food. They don't know anything about Ramadan. And Allah is going to ask us why. So just like Brother Zia is very passionate about the youth, and he really cares, mashallah, and the committee, we have a responsibility. How are we going to change this? The first thing is we have to be able to, one, engage with them. And we talk about the sunnah of the Prophet ﷺ. The Prophet ﷺ is always smiling with the youth. What do we do when the youth come to the masjid? What do we do when we see them anywhere? Oh, you idiot, get out. You know, if the kid is anywhere near a masjid, you should thank Allah. He can have pink hair, blue hair, tattoos. If he's anywhere near a masjid, you must thank Allah. Even he has a can of beer, you thank Allah he came near a masjid. Really, we have to understand what is going on. I get calls from parents crying all the time. Right now on YouTube, we are doing something about the marriage crisis. I know we're thinking about the pandemic and that, but they're young, educated men and women who are on the Deen who can't get married. Not because there's not enough people. There are plenty of people on Muzmatch, single Muslim, all of this. The reason for this is the mindset. There's a mentality issue, expectations. Now, what we need to understand here, that one, intellectually, we must prove to them Islam is the truth. If you can't prove that, you can talk as much as you like. They will not buy into it. Secondly, the brother was rightfully speaking about role models. And where do we get these role models from? How can we bring in our communities role models? We have to invest our time and money. Every mosque I go to up and down the country, the only thing we do with mosque money is build extensions, build more rooms for a generation that's not going to come to the masjid. We build buildings, we don't build people. We need to build people, forget the buildings. The Prophet ﷺ, after the Abu Bakr Siddiq, Umar comes and the Prophet's mosque is falling to bits. It's held up with trunks of trees, no decorations. But built people like Muhammad bin Qasim and Tariq bin Ziyad, 7-11 in the same year, one is going Spain and one is going to Sindh at the same time, 17 years old. Today, a 17-year-old is on the PlayStation. So how are we going to build that? In the homes, there needs to be communication. What that means is two-way, and sometimes there's too much communication because the kids are shouting at us. The kids now own us. They're our bosses now, you know? Now I get very young age kids, 5-year-olds, parents crying. My 5-year-old shouts at me. In Akuna waladu ghayda, the Prophet said, one of the alamat as-sa'a, the signs of the Day of Judgment, that children will have anger in them. But how do we help them? How are we going to resolve this issue? So we've got home issues, we've got masajid that need to open up services. So no preaching, nothing. Just a pool table, food, let them hang out. And for the students, once this is over, Corona is over, to let them just do their homework in the mosque. Let them come with the books and do their work. No judgment, nothing at all. Help them love the house of Allah again. But how, in terms of moving forward with the youth, and how important this is, let me tell you how important this is. If our youth are not getting married, in every home there's an unmarried person. Every home there's a problem, depression, low self-esteem, some issue or another. If they don't get married, or they have short-lived marriages, or they don't have children, there is no more generation. I'm sorry to be harsh. I know you want a flowery, pretty talk today, but it's my duty to tell you what's going on, because Allah will ask me. So, Ramadan, what can we do? Let's just talk about Ramadan. You have 2 weeks left. Building that spiritual connection is a two-way thing. So, when the youth are able to talk, which they're not able to talk, because Even me, after 10 years of working every day on this, yeah, they tell me they can't tell their parents anything. Parents say, oh, my kid tells me everything. I ask the kid, they say, I don't tell my mom anything. So there's a disconnect between what they're too scared to tell us how they feel. I always give this example of kids, and I say, I was once running a workshop, and I said to this kid, I said, what's your favorite song? And he said, Mountains of Mecca by Zayn Bika. I said, come on, what's your real favorite song? Come on. And then he told me his real favorite song, i.e., the double life is normal. And we haven't realized that the youth are British. They're not Pakistani. They don't care about Nawaz Sharif, Imran Khan. They don't care about Indian politics. They don't care about any. They are British. They are very, very, very British. Do you know what that means? They're British. They do everything John and Sally does. Mindset-wise, they would never marry their cousin because British people don't marry their cousins. What else do British people do? Anybody tell me? Can anybody type? Any British habits? British people don't say Assalamu alaikum, do they? You know Muslim youth, how they meet each other? They say hi. They never say salam. They're British. They're not Pakistani. They're not Asian. They don't even like biryani. They like, what do they want? KFC for iftar. When we understand this is the third generation, second, third, for some even fourth generation, integration has happened. Good or bad, it's happened. Yeah. Our values have gone. Yeah. Yes, kids will wear a topi, wear a hat, go in the mosque when it's Ramadan to look good. I'm talking not about the outside. The hearts and the minds, where are they? Where are the hearts and the minds? They're somewhere else. They can relate to Disney and Endgame and Iron Man and Spider-Man, not the Sahaba. Because we haven't been able to convey the greatness of the Sahaba to them. It's not their fault. This has nothing to do with the youth. We put them in this situation, and we have to pull them out with love, with listening to them. The way you're going to know if you're doing great work for our children, for our youth, is if they're able to say everything and anything. 96% of Muslim youth listen to music. How many of them listen to it at home? None, barely any. So what does that tell you? If 96% of Muslim youth listen to mainstream music, none of them play it at home, barely anybody, what does that tell you then? That there's fear and they're living a double life. So if they didn't live a double life, they would come home and show you the playlist on the phone and listen to music at home. So we don't know what they're doing because they're doing it outside or on the headphones. Is this what Islam teaches us? That our children should live a double life, should hide the reality of how they feel. Do you know mahram, non-mahram? Anybody know what that means? They have no concept of that at all. They don't understand that. This is the real youth, yeah? I'm not talking about what you see when you see a quiet kid in the masjid. If you went to your own madrasa in anywhere in this country and survey the kids, which I've done many, many times, what you'll find, do you believe in God? Do you think they all believe in God? We did a live survey, 18% of the kids said we don't believe in Allah. All were practicing families, hijabs, jilbabs, and beards. They said we don't believe in God. Anonymous survey in the room live. There were 300 people present in that event. Atheism is on the rise. Doubts in Islam are on the rise. So we're all fine, praying. Remember the hadith. Remember the hadith about the man who was pious, and he did everything right. And when Allah wanted to destroy that town, and then the angel said to Allah, "There's a pious man in this town." I said, "Put him first and destroy the town on top of this man." That's where we are. We are oblivious to what's going on. We're asleep behind the wheel. Somebody put it like that. At one event, a sister came to me and said, after our Lost Tour, we're doing the Lost Tour. We'll come and do it in Hayes, inshallah. The Lost Tour is about the crisis and telling people we need to wake up and what we can do about it. And she said, we're asleep behind the wheel. i.e. we're just driving a car, Islam is good, alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah, and we're not looking behind at the generation. There's no connection with Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. They have no connection with the Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. Our kids don't love the Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam the way we do. They don't love the Prophet the way we do. I can guarantee you that. So you say Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam is the greatest. We say Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam in every sentence. I get it, you get it, Imam Saab gets it, you get it, brother, the older brother there. The youth don't get it. They can relate to Iron Man. Then it's not their fault. I like Iron Man. We all like Iron Man. There's nothing wrong with that. The point is, let me just read some comments here. So it's following British culture is modern, as that's the concept brought forward as we parents, as we also lack at some point. I didn't understand that. We should bring fear of Allah. Okay, somebody's left a comment. We should bring the fear of Allah. The thing is this: everything has changed. You know, we used to say, fear Allah, fear God. Nobody says it anymore. You know, nobody says it anymore. We have changed our parenting as well. We've become too, for want of a better word, positive parenting is included, i.e. no discipline. You know, and we've followed that way. Materialism, and this is really where the poison of social media comes in. Our poor children, you know, Allah help them, Allah give them Jannah for doing small deeds, because it's very hard for them. When they go on YouTube and Instagram, they have all these people who have designer clothes, Ferraris, Lamborghinis, and they see them and think, I don't have those designer clothes, I don't have those shoes, I don't have that handbag. Those YouTubers, Instagram, getting it for free from the companies for advertising. Our kids want those things because they see them and they think it's easy to get those things. So all these pressures on our kids. Give me some suggestions, please. Can leave some comments, please, about how you think we should help the youth. Let's have some interaction here. Invest in the youth, yes. Build the youth areas, a youth room or rooms, one for brothers, one for sisters. Let them hang out there. Let them stay in the masjid. Let them speak. I request everyone to join. I don't know, there's another message. Invest in the youth. Somebody said 100% yes. I don't know what that's about. Anybody will build a connection and lead by example. Good, that's a good point somebody made there, brothers. Yeah, I think. How do you lead by example? It's going to be about knowing and understanding youth culture. If you don't know TikTok and you think it's a sweet, then you've got no chance. We need to learn to understand. One of the sheikhs was saying this the other day, that I don't know how to use TikTok, but I need to learn, yeah, or Snapchat or whatever it might be. But there's a lot of good Muslim kids, but also they're suffering because they have self-esteem issues, mental health issues. And our way of approaching it is either one or the other. It's either very medical, so it's like, let's get this kid onto some antidepressants or something, or it's very Deeni, and it's, you know, do adhkar, do zikr, have faith, have tawakkul. And what we need to do is look at building resilience in our kids. One of the things that I've found, our children's lives are too easy. I'm not saying make them hard in that way deliberately, but building resilience is very important. Today, you know, scientifically and research-backed evidence shows that time in nature gives you peace, So even if you look at a tree, or you touch a tree or grass or a river, your heart rate goes down, you feel calm, you feel happy. It brings you happiness. Today we have a lot of youth that don't want to sit on grass, they think it's dirty. Or they'd rather go to Westfield Shopping Centre than go to the park or a field. We have done this to our kids. So one advice for anybody who's got young kids, once this lockdown is over, if you've got young children, you must join the Scouts. Because they go out in nature, they do teamwork, they share, they learn. So if you've got young kids and you want to know right now what to do, join Scouts. If you've got older kids, you got older kids, it's not about forcing and preaching all the time, but it's also not about having no rules either. And either you get too much fear or too much strictness. So you got all this strictness, or you got so much fear that parents don't say anything. I got some young people here. I can see some faces. They come and go. Young people, can you talk, please? You won't get in trouble. Don't worry.
Okay, young brothers, our youth, you can unmute if you want to say something. You can.
Yeah, and you know the mums are the most active. Allah reward them. We've got 2 sisters. The dads, I don't know why they're not as active as the mums. The mums are amazing. We need to teach the children according to the present times. Right, this is the point. That's brilliant. Sister Farah made a point there. Not how we were taught. And other thing is, we need to invest time and learn with them. In terms of what the sister just said, teaching children according to present times, the whole old style, also sitting on the floor. In terms of what the sister just said, I think it's echoing. You know, when we say present times, this one that we need to invest in making engaging, relevant workshops. This is what we're doing as a charity. So, Dr. Deen Youth Solutions, we are creating workshops that are engaging, fun, and relevant, which we want to give to the masajid, and you guys will run those workshops on self-esteem, on leadership, on proof of God, all the areas and problems that young people are having, like Muslim girls who don't feel beautiful because all these models that they see and they feel ugly, they feel not empowered, and then they don't want to get married when they're older, they don't feel pretty enough. You know, so these are the things we need to address. So when the sister said in a modern way, we need to do things on slides, not on pen and paper, create PowerPoint slides, make them engaging, add quote unquote haram cartoons, you know, with eyes. Don't worry about it. You can put me on that one, yeah? But we have to save a generation right now, yeah? We're more worried about the eyes in the cartoon than the youth that we're losing. Like somebody said, we have more books in the Islamic bookshop about jinn, you know, than we have about anything else, you know. The topics that we have, black magic is the main topic you'll find in the bookshops, but, you know, not stuff that's relevant. Teach students in the way that engaging, yes. To make it engaging, I've got a young man here. You got a young man there? Assalamu alaikum. It says, Anisa, how are you doing, man? You with the blue top, how are you? Can you speak? How you doing? I like the wave, man. Come on. Can you come on? Yeah, assalamu alaikum. I know your name's not Anisa. You're not Anisa, are you? I like the wave, man. Come on. Can you come on?
Yeah.
I know your name's not Anisa. You're not Anisa, are you?
It's Yasin.
You know, it's echoing now. Can you give me a question, guys? Anisa or the other guy, guest user iPhone with the cap. The guy with the cap. Assalamu alaikum. I got you, man. I got you on lock, man. Come on.
You can speak now, my friend. You can speak now.
Yeah, go ahead. Ask a question.
Brothers, I'm a student over here.
You're a student over here.
Yeah.
I like your cap, man. Can I have the cap at the end?
For you, basically, everyone should be teaching the way they are engaged in. If a
Give me an example.
When a student is engaged in a student, because every youngster is not being studied, every youngster goes in a different ways. Some student, the youngsters study. Some of the youngsters go with the work. So everyone should be teaching their way. Of course, parents make a big role, but the way they are working, that much. So they should be studied and taught in the place of their atmosphere.
How old are you and what's your name?
Myself, Sheikh Razi. I'm 21 years old.
20, mashallah. So do you think that more youth are interested in what's going on their phones, social media, or do you think Islam is very attractive to them? Be honest, you won't get in trouble. It's okay. No one will hit you. I'm joking. No, you'll be fine.
The same you said. Nowadays, everyone is into the social media, saying what's going on. If they might change their nature by studying, by going through the Islam views, they might change the view. They look the Islam.
Yeah, great. Thank you so much, man. That's brilliant. Any other young people?
Can I say something?
Yes, please.
I don't
You
want
know-
anybody over the age of 25 to speak right now.
Oh, that's not fair, is it?
Because they're more important than me and you. We're not
Look,
important.
I
You're done.
I
I'm done.
work with a lot of youths.
Go
I
ahead,
work with a lot
brother.
of youth.
Very quickly, very quickly.
Now, I think we lack a lot of activities for youth
Yes.
children
Yes.
in our centers. You know, we need to trust them more. We need to engage more in the sense of being now. You know, not 50 years ago.
Yeah.
You know, that's the problem. That's the biggest problem. And this is the reason they don't trust their parents, their mothers. You know, they're still on the old ways. Trust them, empower them, give them more. You know, in our centers, open more stuff for them, like
Yes.
activities. You know, all different activities.
Yes.
Instead of thinking about, oh, he's wearing this and he's listening to music and all that. That is.
Yeah. Yeah. Jazakallah khair, Mahbub, brother Mahbub. Allah reward you. I hope there's committee members on this right now.
Well,
I'm sure there's
they are
brothers
there.
here.
And,
No, there's brothers here there. And I know it's a good masjid. They do care. They do a lot of work, mashallah.
Kamran bhai, I think, I'm mindful of time. I'm going to give you to close this. Inshallah, I'll invite you one more time and I'll give you 50 minutes, inshallah. And we will have one more in the coming days.
I'm very booked. So maybe end of Ramadan.
End of Ramadan, inshallah, we will work out something.
But can I just give a plug in, because I need to get you all onto my YouTube channel, because we're actually doing all these topics.
I'm gonna load it. I'm gonna load it.
Yeah, please just share it there.
Yeah, it's shared on the screen. You can see the screen, brothers.
It's not this one. This is the old channel, brothers.
Okay.
The new channel is the one.
You can share.
I'll add the link right now.
Yeah.
Everyone, if
I'm
you can subscribe, please. I'll add it now. Because we're talking about youth right now. We've got a video out tomorrow. I know the youth are going to say, how many subscribers have you got, bro?
Inshallah.
15,000 at the moment. We're going to get to grow that now, inshallah. But if you can go on that link or type in the search box in YouTube, this is our new channel. Yeah, please go on there. Yeah, that's the one. That's the one.
Yeah.
So if you can go on there. Brothers, yeah, you're very quick with the technology, aren't you? You're very quick, mashallah.
Kamran bhai, can we close now this session?
Yeah, inshallah.
Jazakallah khair.
Jazakallah khair for listening. Thank you. Sorry for being so rant, but yeah, we're gonna act on this, inshallah.
Okay, brother, sister, this is the channel. You can subscribe. Yes, Imran, Kamran, you finished?
Yeah.
Okay, Jazakallah. Okay, brother, sister, this is the channel. Youngster, this is the channel you want to subscribe to. And I promise you will find something which you're really going to fall in love to and listen to. This is your language. This is something you want to listen to, you want to follow. So follow the brother, and he's got a lot of tips, a lot of information to help you, support you. If you would like to bring your life in a right track, sometime, we don't understand where we're heading to. This brother is here. He's local, alhamdulillah. We can invite him. We can engage him in other sessions as well. So this is something we're going to do in coming months. I'm mindful of time. We have only 12 minutes and we got to talk on one very important topic. So Jazakallah khair for joining, Kamran bhai. Inshallah, in coming week, we will have you for another session for good 40, 45, 50 minutes, inshallah. And we will discuss the same things in great detail. So brother, sister, I'm just going to move into the next session, inshallah. We will have our trustee. I'm going to invite him in a minute to say a few words. But just to announce, tomorrow, inshallah, we have a program with Maulana Ilyas Gumman Sahab. He's going to be with us. And tomorrow we have 5 minutes, 7 minutes English talk. And then we will have a Urdu talk, inshallah. And then on Saturday, afternoon, we have a Urdu talk at Zohar time, 2 o'clock with Maulana Ataullah Khan Sahab. And Sunday, again, we have a talk with Maulana Ilyas Gumman Sahab. You will receive a message and you will get all the information. But as I said, I'm just going to share my mobile number with you. If you would like to be, informed about all the events and what we are doing at Hayes Muslim Center, please make a note. I'll share this number in the chat box as well. 07930934243. You can drop me a message. We will add you to our WhatsApp Hayes Muslim Center official group, to our broadcast as well. So you will receive all the messages, all the updates from Hayes Muslim Center. Brothers and sisters, as a masjid, alhamdulillah, we trust in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the one who's going to solve all our problems. Because of the lockdown, because of the situation, and we bought a new place, Angel Muslim Center, with the help of community, alhamdulillah, we raised 1.6 million pound, and about I believe 95% of the money is raised by our local community. You people who are on this call, you have been a greatest support for us to buy this place. Now we have got 550k to pay off, which is a debt, and we plan to raise this money during the month of Ramadan if the masjid was open, but that's Allah's will. Inshallah, Allah will open many more doors for us. So I'm going to invite Brother Tahir to give us some updates, inshallah, and moving forward, what are our plans to take, how this fundraising is going to work. So Tahir, over to you. You can start now. You're unmuted.
Jazakallah, Zia bhai. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, brothers and sisters. First of all, thank you very much to our guest, Dr. Deen Kamran bhai. Very inspirational talk, even for somebody with a grey beard. But nevertheless, at heart, we are very, very youthful. Just to say, Hayes Muslim Center is very vibrant in many, many areas. We have a lot of youth coming through our doors, and of course we try and do what as best as we can through various youth programs, talks and other things, but of course there's more to be done. This is where our new the Angel Muslim Center comes in, because what it does is it gives us another area. I know we talk about building buildings, but this building is built already. It is what it is, and we've got to maximize. And I think we see the potential for a lot of youth activities within this framework that we have purchased for 1.6 million pounds. Now, I won't go into the details of our plans, long-term plans on that, but come back to what is more important right now and what is bothering us to a degree as well with the lockdown, and that is the lack of funds. We virtually don't have many funds coming in, apart from those who've set up direct debits or standing orders. So really, there is no intake whatsoever other than that. And that isn't sufficient for us to meet our weekly, monthly wage bills and other utility bills and other outgoings as well. We have huge overheads, but that is putting that aside as well. If I can come back to what are we doing to raise funds? We've had numerous meetings. We had one yesterday or day before. Zia bhai was on the panel as well, with Launch Good. Now, Launch Good are based in the United States. They try and launch the fundraising worldwide. It isn't just the UK or the States, it goes worldwide. That's the nature of social media these days. But the idea is this Sunday, now this is very, very important for all those on this group now listening. This Sunday is very, very important. But this Sunday, Hayes Muslim Center will be one of the recipients of any funds that are raised on that. So the 17th of Ramadan and the 25th of Ramadan are the two key dates when we need to maximize donations from our side for this purpose as well. Apart from that, of course, what will happen on the days, we'll be bombarding people with social media, adverts, announcements, whatever we can, we'll be doing that. And what we want you to do is we'll do our bit, apart from notifying people, and also ringing people, and also making sure that we ourselves do the fundraising. We want you, all of you, to have a stake in this. So say, inshallah, that all of you listening in, that you will be one of our volunteers, that you will push this forward to all your contacts. So that is how they will push their contacts, and hopefully we'll get many, many thousands of people contributing on this. Apart from this, 17th and the 25th, on the days we'll push it. We've also got Ramadan Challenge. What happens is there's a prize money. So whoever promotes or gets engaged with Ramadan Challenge a particular day, we've opted to opt for the maximum number of people. So if we get 1,000 people on the day donating, even if it's £1, but 1,000 people donating whatever they can, then if we win and we have the highest number of people donating, then the masjid gets $5,000. So that is how it works. The idea is to get people engaged, and also, of course, there's a lot of barakah, because in Ramadan we all want to give, we want to be charitable. So of course, this will be an ideal opportunity from this dates and on Ramadan Challenge and during other times to get engaged and promote and give to the masjid as well. And the more people you bring on, of course, there's Sadaqah Jari as well, that you've done something and they will benefit, you benefit, we benefit, the masjid benefits, and the doors hopefully will remain open. I hope and I pray to Allah that it isn't too long before the unlock happens and we start drifting gradually in whatever numbers back to the masjids and start building our network and our base, which was so solid. And I'm sure it's there, and I'm sure hearts bleed at home sitting. Why are we at home and not in the masjid? I remember, I know all of you, I know we were there in our hundreds, opening the iftari, listening to Imam Sahib's duas and having iftari and the tarawih and all that. Staying at home isn't the same. I can tell you, Allah, it is not the same. So pray to Allah as much as you can, that the doors get unlocked and all of us survive this. We've lost many brothers and sisters in the process. They have gone. We need to remember in the duas. But please engage and stay in touch. We will do what we can. I know I'm very mindful of the time. I've only got 5 minutes and I think I've used that up. So inshallah, maybe tomorrow or day after, I'll probably say a few more bits on this as well. Jazakallah.
Jazakallah Tayyib. You always make me emotional and you always cry. All of us as well. May Allah
It's difficult.
You have so much, fear and love for this place, and you're one of the founding member. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala reward our founders, our trustee. They work day in, day out, day out, alhamdulillah. And we are here, we are praying in this center. So brothers, one thing I would like to, one request I would like to make to everybody today. This is the time of iftar. We are going to have a dua now. Please make lots of dua, and at the same time make intention, inshallah. Intention, if you make intention, it's not going to cost you anything. You make intention, you're going to give 10,000 pounds. Just make intention genuinely. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make the arrangement if your intention is strong to bring this money in your pocket. So today, just make intention. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, whatever capacity I have, I will support this center, inshallah. So I'm going to invite Imam Sahib to, inshallah, start the dua and then azan, inshallah. Imam Sahib, over to you.
Iftar time today.
42-minute pause.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك وتبارك اسمك وتعالى جدك ولا إله غيرك لا إله إلا الله الأحد الصمد الذي لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد لا إله إلا الله الحنان المنان بديع السماوات والأرض ذو الجلال والإكرام اللهم لك الحمد كله ولك الشكر كله ولك الملك كله وإليك يرجع الأمر كله اللهم لا أحصي ثناء عليك أنت كما أثنيت على نفسك اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد وعلى آل سيدنا محمد وبارك وسلم يا رب صل وسلم دائما أبدا على حبيبك خير الخلق كلهم ربنا ظلمنا أنفسنا وإن لم تغفر لنا وترحمنا لنكونن من الخاسرين ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار ربنا لا تزغ قلوبنا بعد إذ هديتنا وهب لنا من لدنك رحمة إنك أنت الوهاب ربنا اغفر لنا ذنوبنا وإسرافنا في أمرنا وثبت أقدامنا وانصرنا على القوم الكافرين ربنا اغفر لنا ولإخواننا الذين سبقونا بالإيمان ولا تجعل في قلوبنا غلا للذين آمنوا ربنا إنك رؤوف رحيم ربنا اصرف عنا عذاب جهنم إن عذابها كان غراما إنها ساءت مستقرا ومقاما ربنا إنك جامع الناس ليوم لا ريب فيه إن الله لا يخلف الميعاد ربنا هب لنا من أزواجنا وذرياتنا قرة أعين واجعلنا للمتقين إماما رب اجعلني مقيم الصلاة ومن ذريتي ربنا وتقبل دعاء ربنا اغفر لي ولوالدي وللمؤمنين يوم يقوم الحساب رب ارحمهما كما ربياني صغيرا رب ارحمهما كما ربياني صغيرا ربي زدني علما ربي زدني علما ربي زدني علما ربي اغفر وارحم وأنت خير الراحمين ربي اغفر وارحم وأنت خير الراحمين اللهم اغفر لنا ذنوبنا كلها اللهم اغفر لنا ذنوبنا كلها دقها وجلها علانيتها وسرها أولها وآخرها ظاهرها وباطنها اللهم إنا نتوب إليك من المعاصي كلها اللهم إنا نتوب إليك من المعاصي كلها لا نرجع إليها أبدا اللهم مغفرتك أوسع من ذنوبنا ورحمتك أرجى عندنا من أعمالنا. اللهم إنك عفو كريم، اللهم إنك عفو كريم تحب العفو فاعف عنا يا كريم. اللهم إنك عفو كريم رحيم تحب العفو فاعف عنا يا كريم. اللهم إنا نسألك رضاك والجنة، اللهم إنا نسألك رضاك والجنة ونعوذ بك من سخطك وغضبك والنار، ونعوذ بك من سخطك وغضبك والنار. اللهم إنا نسألك رضاك والجنة ونعوذ بك من سخطك وغضبك والنار. اللهم أعط نفوسنا تقواها، اللهم أعط نفوسنا تقواها وزكها فأنت خير من زكاها، أنت وليها ومولاها. اللهم أعط نفوسنا تقواها وزكها فأنت خير من زكاها، أنت وليها ومولاها. اللهم إن قلوبنا ونواصينا وجوارحنا بيدك لم تملكنا منها شيئا، فإذا فعلت ذلك بنا فكن أنت ولينا واهدنا إلى سواء السبيل. اللهم طهر قلبي من النفاق، اللهم طهر قلبي من النفاق وعملي من الرياء ولساني من الكذب وعيني من الخيانة، فإنك تعلم خائنة الأعين وما تخفي الصدور. اللهم اغننا بالعلم وزينا بالحلم وأكرمنا بالتقوى وجملنا بالعافية. اللهم إنا نسألك الهدى والتقى والعفاف والغنى. اللهم إنا نسألك علما نافعا ورزقا واسعا وعملا متقبلا وشفاء من كل داء. اللهم إنا نعوذ بك من علم لا ينفع وقلب لا يخشع وعين لا تدمع ودعاء لا يستجاب له. اللهم ربنا تقبل دعاءنا، اللهم ربنا تقبل صيامنا، اللهم ربنا تقبل
Time up.
صلاتنا، اللهم ربنا تقبل سائر أعمالنا. اللهم ربنا تقبل منا إنك أنت السميع العليم وتب علينا يا مولانا إنك أنت التواب الرحيم. وصلى الله تعالى على خير خلقه محمد وآله وأصحابه أجمعين برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين.
Brothers, sisters, the time for iftar in Hayes Muslim Center and surrounding areas of our community in West London. Brothers, sisters, the time for iftar in Hayes Muslim Center and surrounding areas of our community in West London.
الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله، أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله، أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله، أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله. حي على الصلاة، حي على الصلاة، حي على الفلاح، حي على الفلاح. الله أكبر الله أكبر. لا إله إلا الله.